Society calls it cleanliness obsession. But science calls it environmental cognitive overload. If you can't relax when things are out of place, if a messy desk distracts you, if you need to tidy up before doing anything, this video will show you that you're not exaggerating. Your brain works this way for a reason. There's something called visual cognitive load. Every object out of place in your field of vision is processed by your brain as an incomplete task. Dishes in the sink, clothes on a chair, a book lying around. Your prefrontal cortex registers each of these items as something that needs to be resolved. And while they're there, your brain doesn't rest. It's not just being picky, it's neural overload. Your nervous system is more sensitive to visual stimuli, and visual chaos generates mental chaos. You didn't choose to be this way. You just have a lower processing capacity for disorder. And do you know why clutter bothers you so much? Because the world is already chaotic. You don't control traffic. You don't control people. You don't control unforeseen events. But your space, that you can control. When you tidy up, when everything has its place, you create an island of order in the middle of the storm. It's your brain saying, here, at least here, I know where everything is. And that's not OCD. It's an emotional survival strategy. It's how you maintain your sanity in a world that never stops. Now comes the surprising part. A study from Princeton University found that organized environments significantly increase focus and mental efficiency. Why? Because the fewer visual stimuli competing for attention, the more energy the brain has for complex tasks. People who keep their spaces organized aren't obsessive. They're strategic. They know that a clean environment frees up mental space, and that translates into clarity, productivity, and inner peace. You don't tidy up just for the sake of tidying up. You tidy up to think better. And look, I know what they tell you. Relax. Creative mess is for geniuses. You're too much of a perfectionist. But you know what? Not everyone functions in chaos. Not everyone can create surrounded by disorder. For you, peace of mind comes from visual order, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to force a lifestyle that makes you anxious just because someone said it's more authentic. Your way of living is just as valid as any other. But pay attention. There's an important line here. Tidying up because it makes you calm, focused, and feel good. Perfect. But if you can't leave the house until everything is spotless, if you panic at the slightest thing out of place, if cleaning has become a compulsion, not a preference, then it's different. Then it's no longer about order. It's about obsessive control. And obsessive control doesn't liberate you. It imprisons you. Ask yourself, do I tidy up because it makes me feel good, or because I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't? If you identify with this, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like too. Because here we talk about real human behavior, without romanticizing, without pathologizing, just understanding, and you are part of that. Now, imagine this. You arrive home after a long day. The table is full of things. Clothes are thrown on the sofa, dishes are piled up, and you can't sit down. You can't relax. So you put away the clothes. You wash the dishes. You organize the table, and as the space becomes cleaner, you feel something change. Your shoulders relax. Your breathing becomes lighter. You look around and think, now that's more like it. And finally, you sit down and you truly rest. Because the environment reflects what you need. Order. So understand this. You're not neurotic. You're not annoying. You're not excessive. You just need order to function well. And that's okay. Organized environments aren't about excessive control. They're about respecting your own functioning. You know that external chaos becomes internal chaos. So, you remove the chaos. And that doesn't make you less spontaneous. It makes you more conscious. You don't live haphazardly. You live with intention. Now, tell me, do you also need everything to be in its place? Comment below. And get ready, because the next video will touch on something that will make you rethink a lot of things. You won't want to miss it.